Come on, shiny. Come on, shiny. Yeah, oh my gosh. Wow, did I look the wrong way? Welcome to the complete counter guide on how to get yourself shiny Dialga and punch the ever-living crap out of it as fast as you can to make sure you take it down with little to no hassle. Welcome to Rubik's Guys Guides. This is Jameson. How you guys doing? That's a new intro I just made up. Today we're going to be covering a lot of stuff, such as the 100 IVs, the best counters, some interesting tricks to help you dodge and when to throw, all of the things that you could ever want to know about Dialga. If I've missed some tips, you're wrong, but if you still think I've missed some tips, drop them in the comments and I'll make sure to include them in the next guide. Let's go ahead and do a quick throw on this guy. If you want to see how to do excellent throws every single time on legendaries, this time it's Dialga, link up in the corner. In short, give it a berry, set the circle to the size you want, drop the ball, wait for the attack, pick it up during the attack and launch it before the attack ends so it lands as the circle reappears. Again, full guide up here. Bam, nailed it. That was totally the first try. Hey, earned a medal, 1,000 raids with a friend. That's actually pretty cool. I've done over 100 Dialga raids since it's been back. I've already caught 5 shiny Dialga. Speaking of shinies, the shiny rate for legendary raids, it was 1 in 20, and then Brandon Ton said that it was reduced to about 1 in 40. For my personal experience right now, I'm getting 1 in 20. However, I know odds are you need to look at thousands of encounters or millions, not just 100. So somewhere between 1 in 20 and 1 in 40. Niantic will never tell us for sure. Also, should you ever get a shiny from a raid, give it a pineapple berry or a silver pineapple because shinies are guaranteed catches. You might as well get that extra candy. The 100% IVs for Dialga are 2307 in neutral weather and 2884 in windy or snowy weather for a boosted encounter. What that means is when you encounter the Pokemon, if you see those numbers, 2307 or 2884, on the encounter screen, you have a hundo. Make sure to focus on the excellent throw tips to hit every single throw because you want to secure that. Dialga is an absolute beast in Master League and Master League Classic, so you want a level 40 or a level 51. I know I'm grinding the XL candy so I can compete in Master League, Open Master League to level 50. Can you believe this? It says Gary is better than you. I'm going to Pokemon Go Hub. That crap came on screen. Dialga is a very interesting typing of Dragon and Steel, which means that it does not take super effective damage from Dragon attacks. And because of all of Dragon type's resistances, it only takes neutral damage from Fire type attacks. The only 2 weaknesses that Dialga has are Fighting and Ground types. Make sure to use those when you're going in to beat up Dialga. If you want to use Dialga as a raid attacker or a gym attacker, it's pretty decent. It's not the best DPS for a Dragon type, but because of that resistance that Steel adds to Dragon type, like I said, it only takes neutral damage from Dragon type attacks, so it's pretty bulky. However, there are better options like Rayquaza, Shadow Dragonite, Shadow Salamence, Garchomp that you might want to go with instead. However, Dialga is a top contender in Master League. It takes a minimum of 3 high-level trainers to take down Dialga using super effective counters and level 40 Pokemon. If you power yours up to level 50, you add Best Friend Boost, Weather Boost, stuff like that, you might be able to duo this, but I do not recommend trying. And remember, 3 trainers is only for high-level trainers with optimal counters. So do not go in with 3 if you're level 20s and your friend just started the game. Get as many people as you can to join the remote raid. According to GamePress.gg, Dialga has a total of 2 fast moves and 3 charge moves that it can use against you in raid battles. Dragon Breath and Metal Claw are the fast moves. Iron Head, Thunder, and the big bad boy itself, Draco Meteor, are the charge moves. So be warned, if you're going in with Dragon types, like Garchomp, which will be recommended later for its Earth moves. Earth isn't a type. I'm not Season 1 Professor Oak. It's ground. Be wary that Dragon Breath will start chipping away. Raid bosses only attack about every 2 seconds, and you can tell when the attack is coming with the white flash that you'll see on the screen. You can use that information to your advantage to know when to dodge a move. Generally speaking, I avoid dodging for raid battles. However, because just how hard Draco Meteor hits, you would want to consider dodging that, especially if you can get off several more charged attacks. I've recorded a clip showing all of the different charge moves that Dialga can throw at you, and just how hard it is to dodge Thunder and Iron Head. Here's an example of Thunder. As you can see, you basically have to be not in the middle of an animation in order to dodge it. And as soon as the message appears, you got to be swiping. Ironhead gives you a little bit more leniency, but you still want to not be in the middle of a move. And Draco Meteor, if you're using a Pokemon like Machamp or Lucario that have the move Counter, which is a 2-turn fast move, you can fire off 2 counters or 1 charge move after the announcement of Draco Meteor and still have time to dodge, is what I've been finding. When you're dodging charge moves, make sure to keep swiping until it says dodged in the chat box. We currently have Mega Lopunny in Pokemon Go if you have enough Mega Energy. So if you have enough Mega Energy to Mega Evolve your Lopunny, you might want to consider doing that. And yes, I just pronounced it Lopunny and Lopunny. I hear lots of people saying both. I'm pretty sure it's Lopunny, but we'll see. The reason you want to use a Mega Pokemon is because while a Mega Pokemon is battling, not fainted, not in your bench, but actively hitting the boss, all other Pokemon will get a 10% damage boost, and if those Pokemon are using moves that are the same type as your Mega Pokemon's types, so Mega Lopunny is normal and fighting, any Pokemon that uses a normal or a fighting type move while Mega Lopunny is in the battle will deal 30% more damage. Mega Bonus does not stack, so if you want to do the most damage possible, instead of sending out all the Megas at once in your party, ask some people to put their Mega in slot 1, slot 2, and slot 3, so you stagger it. The first Mega Lopunny falls out, the next one comes in, you never lose the Mega boost. If they all go in at once, you're only boosting from 1 Mega. If you have a Mega Pokemon active, you will get 1 additional regular candy for catching any Pokemon that shares a type with your Mega, so for Mega Lopunny, any normal or fighting type. And also, in the case of this, having any Mega active will give you an extra candy from beating a raid. So if you're going to hit a whole bunch of Dialga, you might as well spend that minimal extra Mega energy, just get something running, and you will get an extra candy for any raid boss you catch. And no, the Mega Pokemon does not have to be your buddy. I just Mega Evolve a Pidgeot or something like that in the background, which I've forgotten to do, I just now realized. So I get the extra candy. It's just sitting in my bag doing nothing other than providing extra candy for me. Now we're going to get into what Pokemon are the best to use. You want to stick through this part because afterwards I'm going to talk about the best apps that you can use to get into endless remote raids as long as you have the money to supply your addiction. This list of counters will be assuming that they are all level 40, that you do not have a best friend boost active, and that there is not a weather boost active. So if you want to maximize this and go even faster than this graph suggests, power up your Pokemon beyond level 40, match your Pokemon's types to the active weather, assuming that they are still super effective, and bring a best friend into the raid for the most damage boost you can muster. Lucario, running Counter and Aura Sphere, is your top spot, followed by Shadow Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. Shadow Machamp is very frail. It dies basically to a Thunder, definitely dies to a Draco Meteor, and can take 1 or 2 Iron Heads. Also, should you use a Shadow Pokemon, be wary that they have the move Frustration. In order to get rid of frustration on your Shadow Pokemon, you have to wait until a special Team Go Rocket event happens. They will announce it on the Pokemon Go Twitter or the in-app news tab. You can also unlock a secondary charge move to get around the frustration barrier temporarily. Counter and Dynamic Punch are the best moves on Shadow Machamp. Also, Counter and Dynamic Punch on Conkeldurr. Those are your 3 best fighting type attackers. The next best mon is Excadrill, running Mud Slap and Drill Run. And I need to let my kitty in. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Hi. How's that for you, little cat butt? Cats. She wanted in, now she wants out upstairs, maybe. Excadrill with Mud Slap and Drill Run is your 4th best counter. Followed by Shadow Hariyama, Counter and Dynamic Punch. Then, the red beast of the lava, Groudon. Mudshot and Earthquake. Now, if you've been playing Pokemon Go for a while, you probably have an entire army of this next counter. Regular Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch. As you can see, fighting and ground types are the only 2 types that are super effective against Dialga, so you can also just search fighting, space, ground, and show all of your best counters. Sort by CP, hold down on them if you're in the raid lobby to check their moves, and make sure that they have the proper moves. Throw together a team and try your best. But if you want to maximize, you'll want to power up these counters. The current team I'm using is a level 50 Shadow Machamp, 2 level 40 Lucario, a Garchomp with the Community Day move Earth Power, and 2 Groudon. Garchomp is level 50, so that's why I included it. Next up are both forms of Landorus, Therian and Incarnate, Mudshot and Earthquake on the Therian form, and Mudshot and Earth Power on the Incarnate form. And the number 10 best counter is regular Hariyama with counter and Dynamic Punch. And you'll notice that spot 11 is Mega Lopunny with Low Kick and Focus Blast. It may not be the best attacker for you, but it boosts all of the other attackers in your raid. Like I said, the more people you have, the more you're helping get the Pokemon down quicker with a Mega. Now, as I promised, we're going to get into ways that I know of to do as many raids as possible from the comfort of your own home. First off, if you like, you can drop your friend codes in the comments below, add each other and coordinate. My friends list is full right now, so unfortunately I won't be adding any of you guys at the current time. If you're already on my friends list, feel free to send me all the Dialga you want. I'm going to do at least another 100 raids. The first option is do a Google search for Pokemon Go remote raid groups on Discord and Facebook. I am part of 2 good remote raid groups, Pokemon Go Raiders and the Battle Park. However, my go-to app right now is the PokeGenie app. People used to use it just for IV appraisals. Now that that's built into the game, we don't need it for that anymore. However, it now has a great raid option. Additionally, good friend of mine, Billy the Trainer Club, I know a lot of you know him, he has access to a premier Discord group. I'm inside of it. They're sending raids all the time. Check him out, Google the Trainer Club Patreon. We've reached the part of the guide that is the wrap-up. The rest of this guide will just be a few quick tips. The first quick tip is if you have a great buddy or higher equipped, occasionally if the raid boss knocks your ball away, which shouldn't be happening if you follow the excellent throw guide, but should it happen, have a great buddy equipped, and occasionally about a 20 to 25% chance they will bounce the ball back and give you the throw that you threw. There we go. More. Looking into bright lights does something, maybe. If you want to get more balls, beat the raid faster, try to change the gym to your color team before the egg hatches to give yourself a couple extra balls. Also, if you're really squeezed for time because you're short manning the raid, here's 2 additional tips. 1, you can delete all of your lower quality potions and revives so that max revives are within the top of the screen when you go to heal your Pokemon and you don't have to scroll down. Since raids usually cause the game to lag, scrolling down can cost you a couple extra seconds. Also, you don't have to go in with the same raid battle party. You can set up 2. You have 6 of your best Pokemon, and then 6 completely different, you can't have any overlap or you're still going to have to revive, 6 completely different, still semi-good counters as a second battle party. Also, if you don't know how to set up a battle party, what are you doing? But go to your Pokemon tab, scroll over to the right, hit plus on the gyms and raids, and set yourself up some battle parties. And then when you're in the raid lobby, you just swipe over to activate them. One quick bonus tip. If you're not sure if you're going to have enough people in the raid, and you don't want to waste your remote raid pass from people backing out at the last second, you can set up an empty battle party, sit on the screen here, and once it says 0, your current party cannot join the battle, heal your Pokemon first, swipe over to the actual team you want, and once you hit rejoin, then your pass is locked in. Shout out to Oxford U for making that video. Here's a quick tip for saving Stardust. If you're a new trainer and you don't have lots of Pokemon powered up that are good for a certain legendary, but you do have a whole bunch of like high-level Machop or Garchomp from Comday that have the right moves, you don't have to worry about IVs unless you're fully optimizing. Check your inventory, search Fighting, Ground. It will show all of your Fighting and your Ground-type Pokemon. Evolve some high CP, regardless of the IVs, but don't invest any Stardust in them. A really high level, which means CP, a really high-level Machamp with Counter and Dynamic Punch is easy to TM into. You don't have to waste any Stardust, and it will still do nearly as much damage as a 100% IV Machamp at the same level. So I personally only invest Stardust into really high IV Pokemon that I know I'm going to keep and use forever, and you'll be doing well. Drillbur spawns Weather Boosted in the wild pretty often, so does Machop. Those are good options to evolve, but not power up if you have high-level ones. Also, should you have some friends nearby, you can trade these high-level counters, try to get lucky, and then you can power them up for half the Stardust. And who knows, you might even get one that is permanent member to your battle party. So that's it, guys. If you want to take a look at the counter guide that I referenced earlier, link in the description. It's courtesy of PokeBattler. In summary, always Pineapple your shinies or Silver Pineapple. They're guaranteed catches. If you want to learn how to throw perfect excellent throws so the Pokemon never jumps or bats away your ball, link in the description. Use your best Fighting and Ground-type Pokemon. Save Stardust by evolving and not powering up high-level Pokemon that match the counters. Mega evolve a good counter Pokemon, currently Mega Lopunny. Put it in your party and stagger it with other people in your raid using Megas so you can extend the Mega Boost as long as you can. 2307 is the perfect 100% IV for non-weather boosted, and 2884 in windy and snowy weather. Let me know how many shinies you guys get. Send me all the Dialga raids you got if you're on my friends list, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching Rubik's Guy. Get that shiny, lucky trade it to a lucky friend. It's a beast in Master League. Rubik's Guy out.